I hope you're all doing very well. I hope that your group is working nicely. It's not an easy challenge, is it? Because we've got something real over here that needs proper attention. You've got a framework that I've given you to stimulate your thinking and to get you asking the right questions, and yet we're looking for a solution that can be sort of developed from within the sort of the context and the machinations of your group. Alright? Now we're going to talk a lot more about your group in Workshop 3 when we get together on the 29th of April. And the key thing is that I want you to just let things flow through to then. Okay? Maybe I shouldn't even be mentioning this now, but I've deliberately given you this space to go off and be the group that you are now. Alright? But I'm going to challenge you with a lot of information and a lot of thinking when we get together for that next workshop. I'm going to get you to have this sort of introspective moment collectively within your group and ask yourself several questions. I'm going to try and help you to understand the mysteries within your group, okay? So that the next 4 weeks for the remainder of the semester after that workshop can perhaps be done with your mindfulness and your understanding of the dynamics that have already emerged in your group. Alright? So I'm not trying to change the dynamics specifically. I'm not trying to suggest that there's one right way or bad way to be doing what you're doing. I want you to become mindful of why it's happened, good, bad, otherwise, and for you to actually be able to sort of take action, to reinforce it, to change it, if that's needed. But anyway, the job in front of you at the moment is to make sure at an individual level that you get your personal learning statements done. Let me just say, blown away by the quality of so many of the personal learning statements I've got. I think sitting on the computer there's about 25 that I'm going to try and get to today and or early tomorrow. Alright? So I know there's a lot more still to come in, but I'm just chugging through them as we go. If you've received your feedback, you'll see I don't give a huge amount of feedback, as I said in the workshop. I'm just directing to you what's missing. If you've nailed it, I'm just going to tell you how pleased I am that you've nailed it, okay? So, well done. Where people are falling a little bit short, maybe not giving me as much in terms of their personal values. They might just sort of say, oh, I value honesty, and move on, alright? Why do you value honesty? How does that play through in your life? What decisions does that lead you to? What things does that sort of hold you from participating in, perhaps? All right? So explain to me the nature of those values in your life. The deeper you go with the value, the more you've actually got to work with and play with throughout the rest of the reflection. Okay? It makes it easy to address. If you put enough on the line in question 2, everything else takes care of itself as you're going through. And we've still got a few people who have just fallen short. They've written a brilliant reflection, it's wonderful, and then they forget to tell me, if I step back from this all now and think to myself, okay, let me reflect on my reflections, what does this tell me about myself as a learner? So that part of it hasn't, so if you're coming up short at 7, 7.5, 8, it may well be because you just haven't put that icing on the cake, alright? So make sure that all 7 questions are addressed, and then you won't have any problems at all, alright? Because that's what I'm looking. Remember, I'm assessing the process. I'm not making judgments about what you believe, what you share with me. If they're in the context of the process, then I'm going to give you the marks, okay? In terms of what's required of you, your group needs to submit to me by the 24th of April. So it's not too far away, okay? By the 24th of April, so you've got just over 2 weeks, by 5 p.m, and I know we can't have deadlines on this, guys. You've got to appreciate we've got 4 entrepreneurs out there who are busy. They're doing their study, they've got a personal life, and they're trying to run a business, alright? I want to be able to hand them, at one time, not a little bit here, not a little bit there, I want to be able to hand them the URLs for those videos, alright? And the 1-page assumptions that have been made, okay? I'm not going to ask them to do a lot on your 1-page assumptions. I'll be looking through those, right? But what I want them to do is to look through those videos, give some feedback to each video, and to rank the top 3 in each category, right? 3 for YP Threads, 3 for SNet, and so on, all right? So that we can actually look, what actually is it that's captured these guys' attention? What do they really like, all right? And that can help to shape the nature of the thinking of all the groups going forward, okay? So the focus is on a video that's no more than 2 minutes. If you can do it in a minute, fantastic. Just get it done, yeah? But what I'm looking for is, one, it's compelling, all right? Your strategy, you can provide evidence that it's a compelling strategy, i.e. people, the end user, is going to want to use it. And two, we're able to understand your thinking relative to the environmental interaction framework, okay? We can actually see the linkages there. And likewise, a one page, no more than one page, with the assumptions that you're making relative to that environmental interaction framework, okay? So that's the challenge that's in front of you. Enjoy working with your group. Make sure you're willing to actually make that contribution. That's how you'll be judged at the end of the semester, your willingness to contribute to that process. Get it in on time, 24th of April, 5 p.m. Send me the URL, and your video, which you upload to YouTube, will simply be titled your group name hyphen the entrepreneur or the business that you're working for, all right? I'll provide you with a little bit more information in an email about that, and just send the one page back to me via your email. So it's an email to me, and you've got the URL and the attached one page with it, all right? Good luck with your personal learning statements. If you haven't done it, jump on, get that done. It'll really be nice to think that everyone's actually got that done before we meet again. And I hope that you're actually enjoying the time with your group. And I hope that when you come along on the 29th, that you'll look forward to actually learning more about the nature of the workings of your group vis-a-vis the people who comprise it. Cheerio.